I have a pretty devastating fact to report to you here from CBS News. It shows you how our fears about the world are largely misplaced. So they say more than 1.7 million children under the age of 5 die each year due to the effects of living in polluted environments, according to the World Health Organization. In a report released Monday, the World Health Organization found more than 1 in 4 deaths of children between the ages of 1 month and 5 years old worldwide result from pollution problems, including secondhand smoke, dirty water, poor sanitation, inadequate hygiene, and indoor and outdoor air pollution. Man, that is nuts. 1.7 million children, 5 years old and less, die every year due to pollution. Now, there's actually a radical conclusion to take away from this. We often talk about regulation like financial regulation, marketplace regulation, business regulation. We talk about it as like this opinion thing where Republicans want less of it, Democrats want more of it, and, it's a balancing act and to get the right amount, and it's viewed as one of the most amorphous, up in the air, hey, take your pick, opinion kind of issues that there is. But the reality is, if 1.7 million children are dying every year due to just pollution, isn't regulation like the main issue? In other words, you can save 1.7 million children if you just had effective environmental regulation and pollution regulation to make it so that companies can't dump their toxic shit into waterways. Which, by the way, Trump just signed an executive order saying that coal companies now can pollute waterways. Way to go, buddy. But to prevent, toxic emissions from various companies, whether it be coal companies, whether it be oil refineries or whatever the fuck. So it's a silent killer, and it's something that we don't connect the dots immediately because it's not as sensational as like terrorist does beheading. Oh, let's all freak out. And that's a horrible thing, of course. But when you look at it statistically, what is it? How many people has ISIS killed in a year? Did they reach 1.7 million children under the age of 5? If ISIS slaughtered 1.7 million children under the age of 5, the entire world would be united to fight back against them with all we had and to fix the problem. But when 1.7 million children under the age of 5 die from pollution, the world does not get together and say, we need standards for regulation. We need to make sure these businesses don't pollute everything. We need to clean our act up. We need clean air and clean water. People don't do that. But they should do that, and that's the point. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Regulation is not like this, let's talk about it and give each other's opinions and stuff. No, this is an instance where it is just true that there are necessary environmental regulations for clean water and clean air and necessary checks on business and free market capitalism that simply save lives. And if we had the right regulations in place, could save 1.7 million children under the age of 5. How can anybody say, no, I don't want to do that? I don't want to, by slightly inconveniencing businesses and cutting into their profit margin a little bit, I don't want to do that to save 1.7 million children. Wow, then you're a douche. So this is a really important story because it shows you oftentimes the most important issues are the ones we don't really think about. And regulating businesses and to fight for clean water and clean air and things of that nature, that's one of the most important, and it doesn't really come across our radar too often, but it should.